हाय एवरीवन, वेलकम टू सक्सेस ड्रीम पाथ। आज की क्लास में हम लोग स्टैटिक जीके का श्योर शॉट 100 करेंगे, जो ऑल वनडे की एग्जामिनेशन के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है। ये सब क्वेश्चन पी वाई क्यू है एंड एक्सपेक्टेड क्वेश्चन है, जो आपका एग्जाम में आने का चांसेस हाई है। तो चलिए आज का टॉपिक डिस्कस करते हैं। आज का टॉपिक है प्रेसिडेंट, पीएम, गवर्नर, सीएम, पार्लियामेंट एंड पॉलिटी से फैक्ट्स जो जो इम्पोर्टेंट है उससे डिस्कस करेंगे। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 से। हु इज द हेड ऑफ द इंडियन स्टेट? प्रेसिडेंट। हु इज द हेड ऑफ इंडियन गवर्नमेंट? प्राइम मिनिस्टर। ये दोनों इंपॉर्टेंट है, नोट कर लीजिए कॉपी में। आइए, सबको पता भी होना चाहिए कि हेड कौन होता है इंडियन स्टेट का और इंडियन गवर्नमेंट का। Who appoints the Prime Minister of India? President. Who appoints the Governor of a State? President of India. What is the term of President of India? 5 year. What is the term of Prime Minister? 5 year. What is the term of Governor? 5 year. ये तीनों आपके लिए कॉमन है, इंपॉर्टेंट है और मार्क कर लीजिएगा। जस्ट याद करने में भी आपको ये इजी होगा। टर्म पूछेगा प्रेसिडेंट का, प्राइम मिनिस्टर का और गवर्नर का, तीनों का 5 इयर्स होता है। हु इज द सुप्रीम कमांडर ऑफ द आर्म फोर्सेस ऑफ इंडिया? प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया। Who presided over Rajya Sabha? Vice President. Who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha? Vice President of India. Who presided over Lok Sabha? Speaker. Who is the present head of the Lok Sabha? Speaker. Who appoints the chief minister of a state? Governor. Who is the head of the state government? Chief minister. Who can dissolve the Lok Sabha? President. Who summons and prorogues the parliament? President. What is the maximum strength of Lok Sabha? 552. What is the present strength of Lok Sabha? 543. What is the maximum strength of Rajya Sabha? 250. What is the present strength of Rajya Sabha? 245. How many members are nominated to Rajya Sabha? There are 12 members. Who nominates member to Rajya Sabha? President. Who is the leader of Council of Ministers? Prime Minister. Who is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha? That is Vice President. Who is the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha? Leader of largest opposition party. What is the minimum age to become the president? That is 35 years. What is the minimum age to become prime minister? 25 years. What is the minimum age to become the governor? 35 years. ये दो को कॉमन है, गवर्नर का और प्रेसिडेंट का 35 years। प्राइम मिनिस्टर के पूछेगा तो 25 years होगा। व्हाट इज द मिनिमम एज टू बिकम मेंबर्स ऑफ लोकसभा? वो भी 25 years है। और पहले बताए थे प्राइम मिनिस्टर का मेंबर ऑफ लोकसभा का भी 25 years होता है। व्हाट इज द मिनिमम एज टू बिकम अ मेंबर ऑफ राज्यसभा? दैट इज 30 years। Who administrates the oath to the President, Chief Justice of India? Who administrates the oath of the Prime Minister? President. Who is the first citizen of India? President. Who is the real executive head of India? Prime Minister. Who appoints the Chief Justice of India? President. Who can remove the President? Parliament. प्रेसिडेंट के पास बहुत पावर है, जो किसी के पास नहीं होता उतना पावर है। Who presided over joint sitting of Parliament? Speaker of Lok Sabha. Who decided disqualification of MPS? That is President. Who decide disqualification of MLS? That is Governor. Who is the head of Niti Aayog? Prime Minister. Who appoints the Chief Election Commissioner? President. यहाँ भी President है। Who appoints the Comptroller and Auditor General? यहाँ भी President ही है। Who appoints the Attorney General of India? President. Who appoints the chief army of staff? President. Who appoints the chief of naval staff? President. Who appoints the chief of air staff? President. Who is the custodian of the Constitution of India? That is Supreme Court. Who acts as the guardian of the Constitution? Supreme Court. Who appoints the Finance Commission? President. Who appoints the UPSC chairman? President. Who appoints the chief minister of a state? Governor. Who appoints the council of minister in a state? Governor. Who is the executive head of a state? Governor. Who is the real executive head of state? Chief minister. Who presided over the state legislative assembly? Speaker. Who presided over the state legislative council? Chairman. Who appoints the advocate general of state? Governor. Who appoints the chairman of Rajya Sabha? Vice President. Who is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha? vice president. Who appoints the speaker of Lok Sabha, member of Lok Sabha? Who can issue ordinance when parliament is not in session? President. Who can issue ordinance in a state? Governor. Who dissolves the state legislative assembly? Governor. Who dissolves Lok Sabha? President. Who addresses both houses of parliament? President. Who addresses the first session of parliament after elections? President. Who appoints the chief justice of India? President. Who can remove judges of the Supreme Court? पार्लियामेंट. हु इज द चेयरमैन ऑफ नीति आयोग? प्राइम मिनिस्टर. ये रिपीट हो गया है क्वेश्चन, तो आपको याद हो गया होगा इस. हु अपॉइंट्स द चेयरमैन ऑफ नीति आयोग? प्राइम मिनिस्टर. Who appoints the chief election commissioners? President. Who controls the election commission? Constitution of India. Who appoints the finance commission? President. Who appoints the UPSC chairman? President. ये भी एक बार रिपीट हो गया है क्वेश्चन. Who is the first citizen of a state? Governor. Who is the first citizen of India? President. Who is the leader of the house in Lok Sabha? Prime Minister. Who is the leader of the house in Rajya Sabha? Leader appointed by PM. Who appoints the CAG of India? President. Who appoints the Chief Information Commissioner? President. Who appoints the Chief Vigilance Commissioner? President. Who appoints the Chief of Defence Staff? Prime Minister. Who is the political head of armed forces? President. Who is the administrative head of armed forces? Prime Minister. ये सब क्वेश्चन रिपीट हो गया, पहले भी कुछ देर पहले किए हैं, तो इस सबको फिर से रिवाइज कर लीजिएगा. Who appoints the chief security of a state? Chief minister. Who appoints the DGP of a state? State government. Who appoints the lieutenant governor of a UT? President. Who is the head of union territory? Lieutenant governor. Who appoints the speaker of state assembly? MLS. Who is the head of planning body of India? Prime minister. Who chairs the cabinet meeting? Prime minister. Who signs all bills passed by parliament? President. Who has the power to pardon a death sentence? President. Who appoints the interstate council? President. Who appoints the national human right commission chairman? That is president. President के पास बहुत पावर है. Who appoints the Lokpal? President. Who is the guardian of Constitution? Supreme Court. Who is the chief spokesperson of the government? Prime Minister. Who is the ex officio chairman of Niti Aayog? Prime Minister. Who controls the administration of the country? Council of Ministers. यहाँ पे तो आपका स्टैटिक जीके का शॉर्ट 100 फिनिश होता है. इसमें बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन रिपीट हो गया है, तो आपको इतना 100 क्वेश्चन में आपको कितना क्वेश्चन आता था कमेंट में बताइएगा. तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग एंड लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब.